of Friday Facebook Fix. What I would do is I just want to check. I've got two screens going. So if I'm looking over here, I'm just checking that it's coming up okay and I can hear it, because I've had some trouble with the sound. So just bear with me one moment. Here, I'm just checking. Yay! You could have heard that probably. It's coming through loud and clear. That is awesome. So what I would like to do is share with you today the 10 things to do on your Facebook business page. Now, you just have to excuse me. I've woken up this morning with a bit of a sore throat, and when I was doing a Facebook live Q&A into the Facebook Codebreakers group last night, like I do every Thursday night with our Codebreakers, I actually was losing my voice. So I've woken up this morning with a bit of a sore throat, which is such a pity, because while I feel okay, having a bit of a sore throat is going to prevent me from going to see my newest grandson, who was born on Saturday. So welcome to the world, Nate Elijah Kelly. He was born to Amber and Andrew Kelly on Saturday. So I'm so excited, and I would love to see him today, but I just don't want to risk it. So I will be catching up with him. I think we're going to name him Mr. Squishy, because he is such a squishable little cuddly bubba. So all good there. So, but I won't be seeing him today, unfortunately. So what I want to share with you today is 10 things to do with your Facebook business page, because I find a lot of people are working from their personal profile, and I think denying themselves a lot of opportunity to get more exposure on their page. Now, I've done hundreds and hundreds of health checks on. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by notifications. I do this every time. I'm just going to have to. I don't think I could actually turn them off on my like one notification. If anyone knows how to do that, let me know. Just to turn off all notifications on my computer, because I can turn them off on my phone. Just turn the sound off, which I'll do right now. But on my computer, it's a bit different. So when they pop up, I just tend to look at them. So I've got to discipline myself to ignore them and focus on what I'm doing here. So just turning off the sound there. So no notifications coming up on my phone. So, okay. So where was I? Doing hundreds and hundreds of health checks on people's business pages. Now, that's really interesting, because I've developed a health check tool, and you can actually grab that yourself if you want, and you can do your own health check. I've gone through and I've looked at what makes a really, really good business page, and I've also looked at what makes a ordinary business page, and also I've seen what makes a pretty crap business page. So the business, the health check tool is actually available on my page. So if you're watching this, because this is streaming simultaneously to my personal profile and also into my group, Social Media for Small Biz Owners. So you can, if you're in the group, you can pop over to my page, Social Media for Small Biz Owners, and my voice is going again, and you can collect your own Facebook biz page health checklist. And it is in the top of the menu tabs on the left-hand side. Now, that might look to the right to you because it's back to front here and it just confuses me. But on your left, Alfredo's here again. Hello, how are you? Great to see you booked in again. That's awesome to see you. I was just going to mention that I've got, so I'll just pop you up here. Alfredo has been helping me with VLive TV, which is the platform that I'm streaming live to you from on my page, and he's been awesome with helping me get sound on my page, because of sound through the live streaming, because I haven't been able to do it. I had it and then it went and now it's come back. So Alfredo, thank you once again. It's great to see you here. Welcome, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to pop them up, and I will endeavour to ask them. So anything about Facebook for small business, this is really designed to be a Q&A, an interactive style with you, I do have some things that I want to go through as well, which is the 10 things to do on your Facebook business page. Alfredo's asking me, am I also in the VLive TV group? Yes, I am. I'm in the group and I'm on the page, and the VLive TV page. It is awesome. I love being in there. I'm in a few groups, and so working my way around to different groups I need to schedule it in. In fact, I have scheduled it in, and I try and make an appearance in some groups. But when you're building your own community as well, it's like your time sort of gets a little bit split, so you have to prioritize. But VLive TV group is a group that I have prioritized to poke my head in a few times a week and see what's happening in the group there. It's pretty awesome. So big shout out to VLive TV, VLive.tv. Jump on and have a go, because I will be talking about the importance of being live on your business page or personal timeline or in your groups. And VLive TV is just a wonderful platform that actually extends what Facebook has already provided for us to be able to do. So while you're thinking about what questions you want to ask, and I'll just have a quick look over here to see if there are any other questions coming up. No, there's not. I will go on with the 10 things to do on your Facebook business page to get it rocking, because like I was saying before, I've looked at really good pages and I've looked at ordinary pages, I've looked at crap pages. I've developed the health check tool, so you can grab that, you can do it yourself. Sometimes I do health checks on business pages for businesses as well. I do it as part of the 747, creating massive organic reach and engagement on your business page. It's a course, a one-week course that I run. It's starting again on Sunday, and that's in a group, but it's like group coaching, and that's specifically aimed at your business page. So it's only your business page, and it's really a laser focus on your business page, although I do teach people how to use Facebook in its entirety as a really powerful business tool for small businesses. So what I do is, and Alfredo is asking, do I have a plan on how to build a community social media audience? Absolutely, I do. And if you're wanting to build a community, I have a group. It's called Facebook Codebreakers, and I've written a book. It's called Unlocking the Facebook Code, 10 Steps to Getting Customers. You can actually grab that if you want. It's an ebook. You can grab that from my website. It's just called Social Media with a D. I'll just Social Media with a Dare. What I'll do is I'll do the .com, and I'll make this comment, and I'll just hang on, pop that up there. If I can find it again. There we go. So that's come up now. If you want to pop over there, there is or you can get the health check from there as well. But there's a blog that I've got. Maybe I could just send the blog link. What I'll do is I'll pop the blog link in here because it's not immediately evident about where you can download it. So bear with me one moment. Sorry about that. I did say earlier that I lost my voice yesterday, but it's why the show must go on, so I'm moving on to. Now, if you, as Alfredo said, do I have a plan on how to build a community social media audience? What I'm doing today is the 10 steps I'm going to share with you, or the 10 things I'm going to share with you to how to get your page more engagement, more exposure, is a tiny part of the big strategy to build a community. So I'm building my own community of small business owners who are interested in using Facebook to attract clients and customers and joint venture business partners and a whole range of other things, get themselves branded and more exposure. Because I was so successful with actually doing that in my other business as a hypnotherapist, neuro-linguistic programming master practitioner, that fellow hypnotherapists would come to me and say, well, what are you doing and can you show me how? So this is actually something that's grown, and it's grown really organically. So I don't have a degree in marketing, but I know a lot about Facebook, and I'm putting that. I've actually got, like I said, I've launched an ebook, but I've also got a big book called Breaking the Facebook Code, 10 Steps to Attracting Clients. So that's being written and it's coming out. So that's an extension of the ebook. At the moment, I'm just getting organising hopefully some big names to write it forward for me, but we'll see how that goes. I might be punching above my weight there a little bit, but we'll just see how it goes. So what I like to do is to share with you my experiences and what I've seen work and what I've done myself that's worked. So there's a whole range of things, and like I said, what I'm doing now is sharing with you a tiny sliver of a massive thing. So Facebook they just released the first quarter earnings report, or the call was yesterday, where Mark Zuckerberg said there are now 1.94 billion people on Facebook and 1.28 billion people on Facebook every day. So the 1.94 billion people is monthly active users, and the 1.28 billion people is daily active users. So that's how many people are on Facebook, on this platform, every single day. And I have heard so many people say, I can't find anyone, I can't get anyone, I don't know, how do you do it? It's just so frustrating. But if you and then, like I said, in the 10 steps I show people, in the Codebreakers I show people how to go through the 10 steps to do things that will actually attract and engage and build community. But for today, I really would like to just share with you the 10 things that I do on my page that do help, and the things that you can do that will help you engage and attract and get people interacting and build your own community. So this is specifically focused on your business page. Now this is something, like I said before, I do in the 747 Accelerate, creating massive engagement and organic reach on your Facebook business page. That course is I'm running that course again from Sunday. It's a 7-day course. It's only $27 by the way. So if you want to know more information, I'm more than happy to share it with you. In fact, I'll be popping up a link about how you can get on afterwards as well. So the first thing, and this is in no particular order, okay? So the first thing is to go live on your page, just like I'm doing. I would suggest that you schedule VLive TV. You can't schedule using Facebook Live at the moment, but VLive.tv, you can schedule your live appearances, and you can also schedule, this is a Q&A format, but you can also schedule interview formats, and now the latest is talk show type format, so you can have up to 3 people on your live video at one time, and you can have 10 people in, like, the green room, if you will, in VLive TV in the program. That's really exciting stuff that's happening. So, and Alfredo is asking me, am I using the VLive TV agenda items? Alfredo, this could be actually a real live on the spot tutorial, because no, I'm not. Now, if I was using the 2-person interview, which you can't start unless you've got the other person there, I would just bring you in and you could tell me how to use that, because I actually haven't. I see it here, it says agenda, right on screen updates. So what I guess I would do is, and I'm looking at my other screen now, so what I guess I would do, I could write, maybe number 1. One is go live on your page. Would that, so, and if I show that, so what happens there, Alfredo, because I'm saying, it says go live, I've said go live on your page, and I've said show it, but I can't see anything that's happening. Let me have a look on my other. So the on-screen agenda doesn't seem to be coming up. I'm not quite sure how that works. So Alfredo, if you want to give me a tutorial in that, the agenda items, that would be awesome. And then while I'm waiting for you to help me out there, it says show an agenda item. Yep, I've actually written one. I've written go live on your page. I've clicked the show button. Yes, I've clicked the show button, Alfredo, and it says hide now, but it's not showing it. But I can see here when I click agenda from the broadcaster's end, it says plan ahead for your broadcast. Create an agenda to keep track of conversation topics. You can use agenda item titles as on-screen updates with a click on show. So, okay, that's perfect. I can see. Okay, so if I did one go live on your page. So beautiful. Okay, so now I know I can prepare beforehand and use these as agenda items to prompt discussion. Brilliant. I've just learned something new. I'm live. How's that? Awesome. I'm being live. Thank you, Alfredo. Again, you are awesome, awesome, awesome. If you want to join my 747 Accelerate, Creating Massive Engagement and Organic Reach course from Sunday, just private message me because I'll send you a link and you can join for free, because that is gold. That is gold. Good job for you. I'd love to have you do the course with me for free because I really appreciate what you're doing. So you get a complimentary pass into the course, my friend. If you're interested, just private message me and you can have one. Okay, so number 2, and I won't keep going with the agenda because but I certainly will prepare for that for next time. Number 2, just hide that and I'll just I'll just show this again so you know. If you want to jot down my website, you're more than welcome to. That was only launched in January too. Excuse me. Still on the video. Do your standard non-live video. If you are terrified of going live, and I was terrified of speaking to the mirror at one point in time, but now you can see with practice you can actually overcome that and you can go live. You can be real, you can be authentic. In fact, you must be on Facebook. But do standard non-live videos. So if you are really, really terrified, just grab your phone, prepare 2 or 3 dot points about what you want to talk about, and then video yourself. You can video, there's all sorts of wonderful video editing software that you can do. I remember when I first started and I would edit out the ums and I would be umming so much. It was almost embarrassing, and then I would go back into my editing software and I would try and edit out the ums, which was really, really tough because there wasn't much left once I edited out the ums. I would do hundreds of takes until I thought I was happy with it. And I've heard some really, really interesting stories about people who have been so terrified of being on video and being not in live video but just on video. There's a favorite of mine that Nat Denman tells. I'm sure she wouldn't mind me repeating it because she runs the Ultimate Business Support Group. So if you are watching this now and you're not in the Ultimate Business Support Group, jump on over there and get yourself into the group, because it's a great group with lots of resources for small businesses. But she was telling a story on one of her live videos about how she used to pre-record herself, and she would hook her, just trying to remember how she would do this. She would hook her headphones into her ears and pull her hair over her headphones so you couldn't see she was wearing headphones. She would put the recording on and she would read along to the recording when she was doing her video. So she wouldn't even have to speak. She would like do it, lip sync it. I think that's the story, but it was like people going to those links, and if you jump on her Monday morning coffee chat, you will see how confident she is now about doing video. So don't ever think that you can't do it. Always practice makes perfect, and you will see that if I can overcome it. I did do a lot of self-hypnosis, NLP. There's actually for the live video, a friend of mine, Tony Everard, runs a group called, let me see if I can get it up here, Live Video Confidence for business owners. Go and check her out. So let's see if I can pop that up. Jot this down and come over, because Tony runs that group. I'm involved with it in a bit of a more limited way, but she's really doing some stuff that really helps small business owners with their confidence being live on camera on Facebook. So that's where her focus is. So, and you will find that there is a really supportive, engaged, and wonderful community that do help people who are terrified of being live. If you're not even at doing the non-live videos yet, just see if I've got any more comments coming up. If you're not confident doing that, use something like Adobe Spark or Animoto to create your video. So Adobe Spark is really great for doing, you can take a series of still images and you can put them together and make them into a 30-second little video. I've got one that's advertised or promotes my health checklist. Very simple. You can set it to music, but it just makes sure that the images that you use get the message across to people, and you can do like a bit of a storyboard with maybe half a dozen images and some text on the images that will get your message across. So you can do that as well using Adobe Spark. So you don't even have to be live or even non-live, but you can just take photos of yourself or your business or things that you do and just put text on them to get the message across. That would be part of, I would suggest that you do this. This is what you do, and you can put it on your page. The reason I'm suggesting this is because the human eye, sorry, I just lost the train of thought there. The human eye catches movement. So when someone's looking at your page, and if they catch the movement, their eyes are going to be directed to that. So videos get a better chance of being watched than what still images do. The other thing I heard from Mari Smith, the queen of Facebook, was that videos are now being trialed in your cover pic of your business page, or you probably could be able to put them in your personal profile as well. But can you imagine when you have videos in your business page, on your business page on the cover picture, for the cover picture, it is going to be a whole heap more engaging than a still image. And people, she also said, Mary also mentioned that its videos are to be between 20 seconds and 90 seconds long, and that's possibly so that Facebook can put ads in there in future. So I guess what that means is, for you as a business owner with a business page, if you're thinking strategically, what you can do is set your page up now so that it's got lots of engagement, lots of people coming on it, lots of you're getting lots of interaction, and your page will be a very, very what do you call it, a very viable page, or a very attractive page for people to want to advertise on it. So as I understand it, Facebook will be using your page or your group. I'm not sure about groups, but I think pages possibly would be Definitely in videos, I'd heard that they are going to be paying the people who produce the videos to put ads in, much like YouTube do. So it could be, if you can get savvy about it, it could be another stream of income for you on Facebook. So think about that very, very carefully. I'll see it's nearly, I've got 4 minutes left, and as usual, I talk too much at the front end and too fast at the back end. So, and Alfredo's saying, Facebook pages work, but what about building a website off Facebook? Absolutely. You do need to have a website off Facebook, and you do need to use your Facebook page to drive traffic to your website. That's the ultimate goal, because you do need to have your own portal where you can keep your stuff, because whatever you've got on Facebook belongs to Facebook, and if it disappeared tomorrow, then you would have nothing. So always have your website. Always be driving traffic from Facebook to your website. So when I finish doing this, Alfredo, what I will do is I'll write it up into a blog. I've already got the bones of it written, which is in front of me. That's what I'm referring to. And then I put this onto YouTube, and then I put my blog and my the video on to my website, and then I also send it out to my email subscribers. So there's definitely a strategy. It's nothing's done in isolation, Alfredo, but that's a brilliant point. Facebook pages work, but what about building a website off of Facebook? Always have that website where you can put your material as well. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say was that's about the live. So the next section is really about getting people on board to engage. So things like collaboration. So point 4 is actually collaborating with others to do live streaming. So what I'm doing is I work with the group that in my community, the Facebook Codebreakers, which is a membership group, and we help each other. We get more reach by collaborating with each other. So one of the examples that I can give you is recently I worked with a fellow hypnotherapist who is also a healer and a psychic medium, and she does she does card readings, like angel card readings. And so we got together and I advertised to my community. She promoted to her community that she would be a special guest on my Hypnotherapy with a Dare page. And we got double the audience, because people from her audience came in, people from my audience joined us, and together we created, so we both had exposure. She got to have an opportunity to serve, she did 5 card readings from people who were present, and there were quite a few people present that were asking for card readings, but what she did was she was directed by her spirit guides to pick 5 people and do their card, pick a random card and do their card reading for them. So she did that. It was a great success, and it's just one of the examples that the things that you can do when you decide to team up with people. Now, we're both hypnotherapists, but we don't see that there is any at all. There is no competition whatsoever, because what we do, my motto is don't compete, create. So we create, we create, we create. We don't compete. If we just keep creating and keep being the best that we can be, there's no competition whatsoever. So we're doing heaps and heaps of stuff like that, and it doesn't mean that I will go and do a guest appearance on her page, but she might invite other people. So it's very organic, and it's not quid pro quo. It's actually it's almost like a pay it forward thing. Now, Alfredo saying, please paste your website address back. With pleasure. There we go. Okay, so number 5. Get people to check in when you deliver a service to them. Now, of course, if it's appropriate, it works really well for restaurants and cafes, but the more people that you can get checked in, the more there is engagement, the more there is activity on your business page. So always be thinking. We're at a network meeting on Tuesday night, and I just we each take it in turns to say a little bit about what we're doing and who we are. and I just said to people, grab your smartphones and just check in to check in. So you use check. You can check in. You can just go and get them to go to their personal profile and do a check in. It's a little location sort of icon thing, like a teardrop, and you get them to say something like simple, like catching up with Theone tonight at Adelaide Suburb Small Business Networking Group, or you can ask them if they're going, if you're a hairdresser or something, you can say, "Hey, how about you check in and say, getting my hair done again and then with so and so," or you can, like, it really is a simple thing to do. If you're a business owner, you just ask your clients, ask your customers at network meetings. If you are, like I said, we did that at the network meeting, you can actually get people to check in, get them to check into your page. If you're catching up with someone and having a coffee, just say, "Hey, let's just check into each other's pages and say we're catching up and we're networking." It means that you're present. It means you're collaborating and you're helping each other to get more engagement and more exposure on your business page. So this is some things to do. This is really, really important. And so I'll take a few extra minutes because even though I'm losing my voice, we've got some really, really good stuff that I think that would be very, very of interest to you. So when you do that, you get people, where are we now? Point 6, ask for reviews. When you do a service, make sure that you ask for a review. Now you can put review my page on your invoices. You can have a review on your, you can, as your, what you call to action, on your emails, if you have interactions with people and you send them emails, if that's your predominant way of interacting with them, and you do follow-up emails after they've done, you've provided a service, put review and a link. To get a link directly to your review section, you go into your business page, you go into settings, you go into edit page, and then you can get reviews. You can click on the link that takes people directly to the review section of your page, and they can do a review on your page. So don't ever pass up an opportunity to get somebody to review your page. It does feel awkward asking for a review at first, but what you'll find is over time it becomes part of your business. It becomes part of what you do, and people who don't want to review your page won't. People who do want to review your page will. When they do that, always remember to go back and acknowledge the review and make some sort of comment and thank them for taking the time to do that. I've got a whole section on reviews. I've written a blog about reviews, which is on my page, so my website rather. So you can have a look at that. I'll include a link in my blog when I put it on my website as well, so you can check that out too, about how to manage reviews on your page. You can make sure that your other social media platforms are plugged in. Now you can do this by, again, you can go to, I think it is Woobox that you can use for most of your social media plugins, but you can have YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, all of those present on your Facebook business page. So if you've got a presence on other social media platforms, make sure you bring them across to Facebook as well. You can, remember to check your inbox regularly. I found this quite recently with business pages that I reviewed. What I do is I actually review business pages and I put the finished review in their inbox, in their message box on their business page. And I've had several people come back to me and say, "Where's the review? I haven't seen it." Now that just tells me that they don't check their inbox regularly. I think there might be some assumption out there that your Facebook business page inbox is actually connected to your personal profile messenger inbox. It is not. It's a separate thing. So what happens is when somebody messages you, they will message your business page. When you respond, you will respond as your business page, but you can't message someone as your business page. So you can only message people as yourself. So the inbox on your business page is separate from your inbox on your personal profile. But when you do have interaction with them, it does come up in the, if you looked at Messenger Show All, it would come up in there on your personal profile. So it's a little bit confusing, but just know to check your inbox regularly. That's really important. The other thing is doing group stuff. When you're out and about, tag other people, take photos of people that you're with. So if you are at a network meeting and you take a little a video and upload it to your page, no matter what you do, all of that stuff helps, because what you can do, it's a part of your business, it's a part of you, it's a part of what you do. And then you can, if you're connected with people on Facebook, even if you're not, you can actually tag them using the @ symbol. But when you do this stuff, remember to tag people who are also involved, because if it's uploaded to your page, then share it back to your personal profile. So what you'll find is people who are in the photos, who are in the videos, will share. Now, I did this the other day, 2 examples. Tony Everard from the Happiness Hunters, we're a walking group, and we walk every Wednesday morning down at Mawson Lake. So there's another shout out for Tony. You're doing great stuff. And she took a video of the Happiness Hunters, and she uploaded it to, it was a live video, and it was done on her page. And then she tagged everybody who she came around, and she asked each of us what we found most enjoyable about being part of the Happiness Hunters group. And then she tagged us in it after she'd done the video. And then, of course, what we do, because our faces are on the video, we share it across to our personal profile, we share it across to our page. Now, if you were with even half a dozen people and they did that one, shared it to their personal profile and shared it to their page, you can ask them to do that, by the way. What you'll find is that your content explodes because people are sharing it. So it's just those little things that help Facebook think this is being shared by lots of people. Oh, people like this. So Facebook will share it some more. People will share stuff that they're in. I did that with the other night when I was at Rotary, and I filmed the Governor of South Australia with his speech, and I tagged people that I knew on Facebook. This was at the Teacher Gully Golf Club, and I tagged people that I knew were there. I shared it across to my page, and then the people who were in Rotary that were on Facebook also shared it as well to their own personal profile. So it's just like, if you're doing stuff like that, remember, always think, how can I bring my offline presence to my online presence? Who else was involved, and how can I tag them or inform them so that they can share it as well? So that's the 10 things you can do to get some more stuff happening on your business page. That's technical term for stuff happening on your business page. And I would like to remind you that the 747 Accelerate Creating Massive Engagement and Organic Reach starts on Sunday the 7th of May, goes through to the 14th of May. And what you'll get there is I send out an email every morning with a 7 to 10 minute video that you will get a bit of information and a couple of things, activities to do that are going to help you build your presence on Facebook. It focuses a lot on content, on creating content, and creating content that people like to share. It focuses on things like just a whole range of things that you can do. We do go into analytics and insights, looking at what's working and what's not on your page through an analytical point of view. There's a whole range of stuff, but it's 1 week, 7th to the 14th of May. It is I'm live in the group a couple of times a week, but also I do, like, I monitor, I'm there every day to answer your questions, because some people are very, very at a basic level with Facebook. Some people are a bit more advanced, and some people don't know how to upload a photo. So that's why I'm in the group. If you have problems, pop that your questions in the group, and I will help you. I can do little tutorials to pop into the group to actually help you. But if you don't ask the questions, I don't know what you don't know. So come into the group, pop your questions in, and then I'm live. I answer the questions. I help you really get your business page up and rocking in 1 week. So again, that's about that much of this big piece of string, but it really gets you started fast. So that's from the 7th to the 14th of May for $27 US. I do leave the group open, so I was closing the group after the course had finished, but now I leave it open. You can do the course as many times as you want. And of course, I'll be changing that up as new information becomes available and new ideas around how you can accelerate your business page. Like live video isn't a big feature in there at the moment. It's part of creating shareable content, but it will be in future courses. So I will be changing it up, as I go along. So you can stay in the course and do it as many times as you want. Repetition also is wonderful for learning. The other thing is the Facebook Codebreakers Bootcamp starting on the 29th of May. I'm heading off to the US next Sunday on the 14th of May, and I'm back on the 25th, but I am actually going to a social media conference with Kim Gast and Boom Social. So this is how serious I am about keeping my knowledge up to speed for you, small business owners, so you don't have to worry about it. So the stuff that comes out of there is absolutely phenomenal. I'm part of Kim's inner circle, and I build the stuff that's coming out and the stuff that I learn into Codebreakers group. So the 29th of May to the 23rd of July, the next boot camp is going to go off. I know that there's going to be so much new stuff coming out, so many ideas. That is a 8-week boot camp, and for that there is the private Facebook group where we do experiments. We have micro experiments, we have learning, we have you can ask questions. I'm live in the group as well. We create a community, we network, we engage with each other, we help each other to promote our services, and that's where we go back to help build our presence on our business pages. So it's one thing about a massive thing that's happening. So Facebook Codebreakers, that is $4.97 Australian dollars to join. So if you're in the US, that's actually really with the dollar dropping, because I know, because I got some currency yesterday and the dollar is dropping against the US dollar. So now is a good time to jump on board. If you come on board before the 13th of May, it's $3.97. The early bird price is $3.97. So I'll have some information about how to get involved with that as well if you're interested. So that is what I've got for you for today. I have gone seriously over time. I appreciate you coming in and joining me, and Alfredo, thank you for your comments and your contribution. I really appreciate that. I will see you next Friday for Friday Facebook Fix at 10 o'clock Adelaide time, Australian Central Standard Time, and I'm hoping I'll have my voice back by then. Okay, bye for now.